As I get ready to close shortly in.
Now take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Come on. Take your sweet time. Tell them.
Well, let me say it.
Yeah, say it.
One more time. Our Republican colleagues tried to jam this reckless, extreme bill, Mr. Speaker, down the throats of the American people. Had the nerve to start this debate at 3:28 a.m. in the middle of the night. But we made clear that we were going to expose all of the things that are being done to harm the American people.
Yeah, that's right. Tell them.
Not in the dark of night, but in the light of day. This little light of mine, we're going to let it shine on behalf of the American people. Incredible to me that Republicans would try to jam this one big, ugly bill down the throats of the American people in the dead of night. And then, to add insult to injury, Mr. Speaker, allocate 15 minutes. 15 minutes to each side on the committees of jurisdiction.
Shame. What a shame.
15 minutes to the Ways and Means Committee on each side. 15 minutes
Take your time. Take your time.
to the Budget Committee. That's extraordinary. But I'm thankful, I'm appreciative of all of my colleagues who stand behind me.
That's right.
I'm thankful. Thankful to all of my colleagues for their commitment, their courage, their conviction, standing up on behalf of the American people to deliver, hopefully, what is a message of concern, but also a message of hope.
Come on.
That's right.
Hope.
We got to fight a lot of battles on behalf of the American people. It's not over. Fighting a lot of battles on behalf of the American people. This is just one of them.
This one.
But we wanted to make sure that the American people had an opportunity to fully and more completely understand, in the light of day, just how damaging
In the light.
this one big, ugly bill will be to the American people. And I plead with my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, Mr. Speaker. I really plead with my colleagues, inspired by some of the framers of the Constitution, the great scholars, the great thinkers, conceived of this incredible journey that we've been on in the United States of America, creating separate and co-equal branches of government, recognizing that in this country, part of the gift that we were given by the framers of the United States Constitution, no kings, no dictators, no monarchs, separate and co-equal branches of government. This is the Article I branch of government. Mr. Speaker, James Madison, he once made the observation in his view in one of the Federalist Papers that at its best, Congress should function as a rival to the executive branch. That was James Madison. Article I, branch of government, the House and the Senate. We're not here to bend the knee to any wannabe king. Mr. Speaker, we're not here to bend the knee to any wannabe king. We're here to be a rival to the executive branch in the best spirits of the House of Representatives, to push back against an out-of-control executive branch. That's the framers' vision. I said that's the framers' vision.
That's what they said.
The framers' vision. And so as we prepare to take this consequential vote, Mr. Speaker, I just urge many of my colleagues in government, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, Mr. Speaker, we don't work for President Trump.
No. That's right.
We don't work for J.D. Vance.
That's right.
We don't work for Elon Musk.
That's right.
Mr. Speaker, as all of us prepare to cast this vote, I hope my Republican colleagues will come to the conclusion that we work for the American people. We work for the American people. We don't work for any president. We work with American presidents. We work for the American people. So it's my hope that as you evaluate this bill, all of the harm that is being unleashed on the American people, ripping health care away from more than 17 million Americans, effectively ending Medicaid as we know it, shutting down hospitals, including in rural America, in districts, Mr. Speaker, that my colleagues on the other side of the aisle represent.
That's right. They're people.
Nursing homes closing. 1 in 4 nursing homes, Mr. Speaker, will close as a result of the attack on Medicaid and Donald Trump's one big, ugly bill. Mr. Speaker, this is extraordinary. This assault on everyday Americans, assault on children, veterans, seniors, people with disabilities. It's incredible to me. All of this in this one big, ugly bill.
Take your time.
Ripping food away from children, literally ripping food out of the mouths of hungry children. hungry veterans, and hungry seniors. Mr. Speaker, that's not America. We're better than that. Mr. Speaker, we're better than that. Ripping food out of the mouths of vulnerable Americans. That's extraordinary. That's what we're doing. Extraordinary. And all of this is being done. This unprecedented assault on everyday Americans is being unleashed on the American people. Mr. Speaker, on the most vulnerable amongst us. All of this is being done to provide massive tax breaks to billionaire donors. Shame on this institution if this bill passes. That's not America. We're better than this. We are better. We are better. We are better than this. I think that as we prepare to vote on this one big, ugly bill, tough time for people in the United States of America. It's extraordinary extremism unleashed on the American people. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle promised to address the high cost of living. Nothing in this bill will meaningfully lower the high cost of living in the United States of America. Nothing. It's incredible to me. All of the promises that were made by some people in this town. That the top priority was going to be to lower the high cost of living in the United States of America. And then, all of last year, ran away from Project 2025. Come on. Come on. Acted like it didn't exist. That's right. And then, Mr. Speaker, people come to town, they're in the majority now, and every single part of the extremism that we've seen unleashed on the American people is connected to Project 2025. Every single part. But here's why I still got hope, optimism. I referenced this earlier today. As we prepare to experience the 249th birthday of the United States of America. Yeah. Take it back to that original document. Yeah. Declaration of Independence, 1776. Mr. Speaker, it had the aspirational part. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, come on now. Bring it home. Endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, come on now. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Come on. That's the aspirational part of the Declaration of Independence. And as House Democrats, we're committed no matter what it takes to bring that about. Imagine in America where everyone who works hard and plays by the rules can live the good life, afford to live the good life. Good paying job, good housing, good health care, good education for your children, and a good retirement. That's what House Democrats are fighting for. That's the aspirational part of the Declaration of Independence, to bring that to life, the pursuit of happiness. That's the aspirational part. But then when you look at that Declaration of Independence, the second part of it, it reads like an indictment against an out-of-control king. Reads like an indictment against an out-of-control king. I commend all Americans, perhaps sometime tomorrow, I'm going to do this myself, read that document in its entirety. And why was that indictment issued? I think it was because the framers of this great country, they were fed up with Project 1775. And so they implemented Project 1776. So I know that there are people concerned with what's happening in America, but understand what our journey teaches us is that after Project 2025 comes Project 2026. And you will have an opportunity to end this national nightmare as part of Project 2026. I love the framers. They gave us a blueprint for what should give us hope in this moment.
That's right.
I think that I want to close by referencing
Take your sweet time.
someone who we all serve with. I want to stand on the shoulders, if it's okay, on some of our civil rights heroes and foot soldiers.
Yes, yes.
Those whose character, whose conviction, whose courage should give the American people hope at a moment of great despair. Many of us had the great honor of serving with Congressman John Lewis. The great honor, Mr. Speaker, to serve with Congressman John Lewis.
That's right.
And I came across something that John Lewis said in June of 2028, that hopefully, no matter what the outcome of this vote, will give people some hope. Great John Lewis said, "Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, a week, a month, or a year. It is the struggle of a lifetime." That's our struggle. No matter what, Mr. Speaker, you decide to do today, that's our struggle. Standing on the shoulders of John Lewis, that's our struggle. Never, ever be afraid to make some noise and get into good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. Necessary trouble. standing on the shoulders of giants. John Lewis would often talk to us about his admiration for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King, who would refer to John Lewis as the boy from Troy.
The boy from Troy.
Now, what's interesting to me, that civil rights movement, we can learn a lot from it. Started December of 1955. And Rosa Parks sat down on that bus so that all of us could have the courage to stand up.
That's right.
Wasn't an easy struggle. All the odds were stacked against these civil rights heroes and foot soldiers. And during the early days of the movement, a difficult part of the movement, Dr. King, after they've been targeted, arrested, beaten, harassed by the authorities, he traveled to Brooklyn, New York.
Yes. Brooklyn.
And spoke at the Concord Baptist Church. I think it was in March of 1956. And he said to a group of people of every race, every religion, every life experience, the Concord Baptist Church in Bedford-Stuyvesant, said to them, no matter what the odds, we've got to press on.
Press on.
Dr. King said that if you can't fly, run.
That's right.
If you can't run, walk.
That's right.
If you can't walk, crawl. But at all times, press on. And keep pressing. And so as I take my seat, I just want to say to the American people that no matter what the outcome is on this singular day, we're going to press on. We're going to press on. We're going to press on. We're going to press on for our children, press on for our seniors, press on for our veterans, press on for our unions, press on for our farmers, press on for our dreamers, press on for working class Americans, press on for the middle class, press on for all who aspire to be part of the middle class, press on for the poor, press on for the sick, press on for the afflicted, press on for the least, press on for the lost, press on for the left behind, press on for the rule of law, press on for the American way of life, press on for democracy. We're going to press on until victory is won. I yield back.